everyone's eyes to the back of the food log number 1. The food log number 1 is what you're going to hand in next week. And by the way, this is McCauley, and I'm the Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York on June 22nd. And this is a little late for us, and next week's a little late for us too. And that's because of 6th grade graduation and the floors, and plus we're retired and we have the time to do it a little later. And I just feel that 2 months is enough. And it's actually 10 weeks. Because next week you're going to hand in the June 23rd log, and then there's 5 sheets of paper, each with 2 sides. Now, a lot of people have said to me, I'm worried about the summer. I'm worried it's going to be a rough summer. I'm just worried about the summer. One of the things that saved me from going totally off the deep end, I didn't do well, but I could have done so much worse, was continuing to log. I am a firm believer, if you write it, you own it, you study it. I mean, I know people who still write things like vacation. Who are you fooling? Does that mean you ate everything under the sun? If you cannot write down everything you've eaten too much. Doesn't that make sense? If you can't write it down, you know, and then some people write this, a little of everything. Oh, that's scary. A little of everything in the whole world or what? Yeah. So, I would like to say that I feel one of the excitements. I mean, I am cooking again for the first time. Bob loves to cook. And when I was working, doing Pray It Off, helping my family full time, I didn't have a minute to even think about cooking. Bob would get out at 3:30, I'd get out much later. I've been cooking lately, and there's so many healthy recipes out there. And before I start talking about that, I had a long talk with my doctor, you know, and he says, you know, hey, you're 68, you're doing great. My cholesterol, my good cholesterol is so good that to be incredible, you're supposed to be at 3, and I'm at 2, this level, whatever. It's the level of good cholesterol, bad cholesterol. I'm off the charts good. My blood pressure's good. My heart rate's good. Everything's good. And then we talked about what do you do for weight loss? Well, if you're eating less and moving more and asking God to help and you're still having trouble losing weight, well, there are drugs that can increase your heart rate and make you nervous. It's like a form of drug. It's a watered down amphetamine, you know? Do I want to do that? No. And even everyone's talking about those miracle type 1 diabetes. Well, he got a letter 2 weeks ago saying that the insurance companies are not going to cover it for people who do not have type 1 diabetes. Doctors are going to be beginning to start very soon be penalized for diagnosing it for people who aren't on diabetes. Those are diabetes drugs. Now, there's other weight loss drugs. I'm not a druggie. I just don't even want to think about it. So I said, so are you saying I'll just be fat the rest of my life? And he says, you're not where you were. Are you where you want to be? No. And just like everyone else, I know I can kick it up. And over the summer, I can kick it up by doing more exercise, by getting out more, and by having things like Mexican-style summer squash soup. And when I look at this recipe, okay, it's got a little butter, onion, yellow squash, zucchini. You can put both or either, a little garlic, red bell pepper, or you can put a green pepper. It's got drained chopped canned tomatoes, and I love those rotelles, or rotellis, I don't know how you say it, but we say rotelles. And they have like a little jalapenos in it. We love it. They're a little spice. And black pepper, oregano, cumin, and then it's got a little cornmeal just to thicken it up. And here's where the sodium is. It's got 391 milligrams of sodium, but that's in the chicken broth. If you get low sodium chicken broth, it drops that sodium almost completely down. And when you put all the rest of the stuff in there, you don't taste it. You can put in even some taco seasoning, and make it more like a Mexican style soup. You can put in diced chicken and get more protein. This is the kind of thing we can go to the Thursday Senior Citizen Day at the CNY Regional Market. You don't have to go on Saturday when everybody else under the sun is there. Go on Thursday morning. There's so many. I had watermelon and strawberries cut up in a bowl the other night, and the juice was literally running down my chin. I was making noises like, oh, this is so good, this is so good. If you are an ice cream fanatic and the summer is your downfall for ice cream, then what I say to you is weigh in on Thursday morning as if you were weighing yourself in normally for Preg-Off, and then have ice cream Thursday night. No one on God's earth needs ice cream every day. Even children don't. There's too many chunky children. Have it once a week. And you know what else? What about yogurt? There's so many different ways you can get your fix. So, one of the things I wanted to say about September 7th, a day that will live in infamy, 2023 is the start of Section 30. This year, you weigh in if you've done your summer logs. If you choose not to do your summer logs, you can come. I want you to come. Fill out the log that week and weigh in on September 14th. Those people who attend September 7th and stay the same on September 14th, they will be called a summer hero. Anyone who loses weight between June 29th and September 7th will be a summer champion. Anyone who loses 10 pounds over the summer will be a summer superstar. And if anyone loses more than 10 pounds over the summer, they will be a summer conqueror.
I was going to say summer
It
miracle.
took me a while to make up all these things. All right. And if there's a chance that someone loses 20 pounds, and you know what? That's over 20 pounds. That's only 2 pounds a week. It's not out of the question. You will win the summer. You will be a summer winner. Okay? So, five sheets of paper, front and back, 10 logs. Here's something that's an interesting concept. If you go swimming, why not swim? Instead of just getting in the water and going, I'm swimming. No, you're not. You're just standing there. I know, my sister said, I go swimming. I go, your hair's not even wet. That's not swimming. That's standing there getting wet. And then my whole family looks at me. I dive off the diving board and they're like, wow, you're really committed. Yes, I'm getting wet. I'm in the pool. So how about that? You get in water, swim. Get outside, move more. So let's talk a little bit more about the summer. So I have 16 tips for summer weight loss. And getting back to my doctor's appointment, I can say to myself, I could be a billionaire and pay $250,000 to see the Titanic and die in a horrific accident. There's so many ways that people have lost their lives. I'm dealing with weight that I'm trying to lose. It is not the worst thing in the world. I am a valuable person. I have a lot to offer in life. Am I skinny mini? No. I'd like to be a certain weight and get not ridiculous, just get down. And if I have to really cut back in order to get there, that's my cross to bear. Isn't there worse crosses? I mean, if you had to choose between adult onset diabetes, heart disease, and eating less than 1,000 calories a day for the rest of your life, wouldn't you choose eating less than 1,000 calories a day? So we have to put it in perspective. But how can you do it and still enjoy your food? Well, one of the things it says is put on a bathing suit and take a picture. Well, let me tell you, you can fool yourself in this life. I get dressed, and I put on my makeup and do my hair, and I look at myself like this. I look at myself in the mirror like this, from the front. So the other day, I went to my sister's, and she goes, "Oh, you showed up on my Ring doorbell. Look at your picture." It was from the side. Oh. It was not, I went, "Oh my gosh, I look really bad from the side. I'm so glad I never look at myself from the side. And God forbid I look at myself from the back." Who wants to look at themselves unless you're my husband who has no ass at all? He doesn't mind looking at himself from the back. Me, on the other hand, I have a heavy-duty formidable, you know? So when I looked at myself from the side, I was aghast. Now this is right when I think we had the meeting the 8th, I think this was the weekend of the 9th, and I said, oh no. You will get back on the saddle, you will stop feeling sorry for yourself. Your mother died, she was 89, get over it, Ellen. She would slap you in the face if she knew that you were crying every day. She would be so mad at me. Oh, she'd be mad. She wants me to live my life. And she certainly doesn't want me to be seen from the side. So, having said that, I don't need to put no stinking bathing suit on to know that I need some work to do. And if someone needs to put on a bathing suit and go, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea I had weight to lose," then you don't have a very high self-concept. You don't have much of a concept of where you are. But you have to remember though, I might be big from the side, but it doesn't define who I am. It does not define who I am. Also, let your family in on it. I sat my family down when we were at Hannah's house and I said, "Listen, my birthday's coming up. I gotta work, you can't get me out to dinner for my retirement. I don't have to eat like like it's the Last Supper." I said, I'm gonna say this out loud. I'm not having carrot cake for my birthday, I'm having fruit. Because guess what? I've had carrot cake. I know what it tastes like, I love it, but it does not love me. And my side will say, "Thank you, Ellen," okay? So, kick yourselves up with a token gift to yourself. I already have my token gift. I have all this garage sale jewelry, boxes of it, that I bought from 2000 till now. I mean, just stuff that I put in a box. I could have diamonds in there, I could have rubies, I could have all kinds of things. And for $260 on Amazon, you can buy this little like Geiger counter that will let you know. And it's recommended by Antiques Roadshow, so I know it's good. So that's my token gift. So if I have expensive jewelry, September 7th will be canceled. Also, it says take advantage of longer days. So that's one thing we have to do. Swim around, take the stairs. You know, if I'm working in my home office, I need to stop, run up the stairs, run back down, run up the stairs, run back down. If you can't do stairs, then do something else. Move your arms. Also, drink. I've noticed I haven't been drinking as much water as I did before because I had a little bit of I don't know, Peg. What did we have that we couldn't drink water? My magnesium, was that it? Sodium. My levels in I was drinking too much water, but then I did the worst thing, I wasn't drinking enough. So I got to Goldilocks it and do just the right amount. Also, have a snack before you eat your meals. Now, this does not mean like ice cream hot fudge sundae. It means like some watermelon or perhaps some veggies and cut up white mushrooms. It's delicious. And it says eat dessert in the afternoon. If you are going to have ice cream, have it at noon. Don't have it at 9 o'clock before you go to bed. Also, it says have wine with dinner. Some of you are having too much wine. So be a little careful about that. And then it says dine outside. What's good about dining outside is that you're farther away from the food in the kitchen. You're outside, so it might be a little harder. Also, my vitamin D was very low, and does that mean I'll have more energy? And he goes, that's a little scary to think about you with more energy.